You are now listening to the sounds of Dr. B's Spot, a production of Bowden Enterprise Services, LLC. Join the podcast where love and life topics are discussed surrounding spiritual connection, relationships, finance, and becoming a better you through elevation. And now, here's your host, spiritual advisor and behavioral health clinician, Dr. B.
Welcome back to another session of Dr. B's Spot, Love and Life, the podcast where we talk about all things love, life, and spirituality. I am your host, your spiritualist, your intuitive healer, Dr. B. We are back in business and back in action. Thank you for tuning in once again. It's always appreciated. I thank you for listening to this content. Now, let's get to it. Today's topic is called being picked versus chosen. Some people don't understand the full dynamic of being picked versus chosen. So we're going to actually break this down from the relationship perspective. This is to be applied in any type of various relationships throughout our lives. Let's break this down now. First thing I want to know is, who's been a serial dater out there? Yeah, raise your hand or nod or something. You have picked multiple people. Now let's take a look when they have picked you versus chosen you. When you're picked, there's some form of an attribute that stood out about you to someone. Through their eyes, they may say to themselves, "Dag, this person is a great motivator. I'm going to pick them. This person knows a lot. They got a lot of info. I'm going to pick them." They picked me for that reason. This person is a money magnet. When I'm around them, I advance. They supply my life. They help me. This person, yeah, I'm going to pick them. I can rely on this person. They always come to my rescue. I can count on this person. Yeah, they a great pick. Sexually, they good in the sack. I'll pick them. They look good on my arm. I'll pick them. My crew like them. I'll pick them. My mom's and my fam, they like her or him, so I'll pick them. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean they are responsible to remain close to you or share their most deepest dreams by opening up, being vulnerable, and letting you in their headspace. They'll provide you the superficial side of their personality to just hold you enough as a placemat until something better comes along. And trust that you can be replaceable at any time in their mind. You can think you're the best suitable and provide more than any other, but if they have not chosen you, the clock continues to tick and you passively let time slip away, relinquishing your ability to dictate for a better outcome outside of this situation. If you don't decide, they will decide for you when something piques their interest. So, what is your worth in being picked but not chosen? You're not being valued because they are not identifying you as being chosen and wanting to connect on a deeper level. These are sad truths, but it's factual. If your eyes are open and mind is working over the heart matter, you would realize your overall position. Some people can't love you in depth, in the manner that you love them, because they may not even love themselves that deeply. So how could they give you that? Or they may simply don't feel that way about you, the way you may feel about them. Isn't that reality? There are signs and symbols in front of you because it shows how they treat you. If you're sick, do they show up for you to take care of you or offer a kind gesture to do for you, or surprise you with flowers or chocolate or any of your favorites to cheer you up? When you need them, will they pick up the phone? Will they come physically to your rescue? Will they ignore you? Or will they innately provide you without support, without you even asking? Or will they act like it's a chore that they dislike? Pay attention. Don't miss the signs. You'll have to be able to decipher which side you are on. Don't get it twisted. Some people are married and still not chosen. That's why in some cases, fulfillment is looked at outside of a marriage. But when you're chosen, someone has identified your inner spirit, your soul, and connected to the whole version of who you are. That means the good, the bad, the ugly. They saw more in you than what you could just provide or give them, and not on a superficial side, but on a genuine, authentic side. They saw you for who you were, and who you are, and who you're becoming. They see the internal person whose laugh is infectious, whose smile is warming, whose presence brings joy and fulfillment, whose heart is like gold. When you're chosen, this person knows your quirks, your likes and dislikes. This person takes in consideration your feelings, thoughts, inputs, rather than someone who's opposing what you do unless it's to protect you. They offer guidance and support. They show love and care unconditionally without asking for anything in return. When you're chosen, the hard exterior that you try to hold on to is broken down by the love and protection of that person who chose you. They don't run away because they understand the protective measures and layers that you put in place to protect your heart. So with that understanding, they delicately soothe the pains by being there, but also allowing you space to reconvene. I want to explain another piece to this. The journey you decided to take together when you're chosen and not just picked. Outside forces can see this union is not like any other. In some instances, people from outside will try to infiltrate because they want the same dynamic for themselves. See, they have only been picked, but not chosen. So they hunger to be chosen, and they will do anything to disrupt the connection that exists between those that chose each other. This is why being on one accord and knowing each other deeply matters. If each party understood what they had in the glue that keeps them together, no one from the outside could come to separate what was joined together. There's only one mistake that some may make, and that mistake is mistaken that person you chose actually chose you back, but instead you found out you were only picked. Be careful of imposters who take your kindness for weakness, those who prey on your abilities to do for them while they turn the other cheek for you to kiss after they received all they wanted, when they didn't even take consideration or have any compassion for what you gave and what you sacrificed so that they could thrive. Be wary of the misconceptions that these type of folks present. They are heartless, they are cruel, and they are ingrates. If you ever notice that these type of people don't reciprocate back to you or uplift you in moments when you need them, but you gave your all when they needed you. Keep being you. Surround yourself with better. You deserve it. Just be aware of demons and the darkness that some people may carry to try and cast upon you, like something was wrong with you. Instead, it was their unhappiness and unbalance with themselves, things that they personally have to work out. Here's a small tip. If you feel you're in the chosen seat, ask this person, what do they think of you and how do they feel about you? Get ready. You're about to find out. Brace yourself, because he or she is getting ready to expose their true feelings. If this mother effer says, I think you're nice, or tries to change direction of the conversation to avoid answering, you better run fast and in a hurry. It's a sugar coating to keep you as a placemat. You are only picked, not chosen. If the person can't add emotions on how you make them feel or have changed and enhanced their life, you were only picked, not chosen. Then, not only watch a person's actions, but watch what they say to you. If this person has chosen you and can show they honor you by saying something to the effect of who you are at the core and what your presence does for their soul, this would be very telling. Now, as an example, this is what I mean and what similar words should be coming from their mouth. Either I love or like you because you bring me happiness and joy. I dated a lot of people before you, but I actually like and want you around me. You helped me to reorganize my mind and life. I'm now more business oriented and I'm going after my goals. You have inspired me to be better. You know, when I met you, you reminded me of my mother or my father, and I knew you were the one because of the qualities you possessed were so familiar to me. Yo, your cooking is so good. It's actually better than my mother's. Shh, don't tell her that though. When I lost my parents, you were there 100%. That meant so much to me. You're an excellent mother and father. The way you teach, provide, lead, guide this family and our children, you're a blessing to them and me. Your body, it's on point. You're so sexy. But it's much more than that. It's everything. You're attached to it. Your mind is everything. So you're so smart and you're intelligent. I must have you by my side. I literally changed for the better because of you in my life. See, this was just an example of how your love who chose you will affirm you and your position in their life. When you get affirmed, you don't have to wonder. Now, you will not hear all of these words verbatim as I stated, but it's just an example just to jolt your mind so that you may identify your rank in someone's life. So before we close out, let me ask you once again, are you picked or are you chosen? Thank you for listening to Dr. B's Spot, Love and Life. I hope you've enjoyed this session. Until next time, be blessed with less stress. Much love, Dr. B, and I'm out.
Join us next time at Dr. B's Spot, where we dive into the real deal of love and life by tapping into your body, mind, and spirit. Don't forget to like, rate, and comment on each podcast that we drop. For all upcoming shows, reach Dr. B and all she has to offer on BowdenEnterprise.com and social media outlets under the moniker Bowden Enterprise Services. Peace and blessings to you and yours. We are out.